Cheers. It's good stuff. Hey guys, what's up? Ashley here. Welcome back to the Life Teen channel. It is 7:24 in the morning. I don't even know how to segue into today's topic because it's so kind of a big deal, you know? So what are we talking about? Well, let's just get to it. You, me, and Billie Eilish, and what it means to have a voice in this world and to change it for the better. This is like a thought that I'm really passionate about. A passionate thought. Does that make any sense? Anyway, so Billie Eilish is just one of those artists whose music I had to listen to once before being like, okay, I'm here. I'm a fan for this. I gotta clear the air. There's an elephant in the room I'm trying to get rid of. I have to be honest. I have been a little hesitant about how closely I've been following her recently, but there's just been a few speculations made about some of her most recent music and then the song lyrics. So if you have been a longtime follower of hers like me, then I would invite you to consider doing the same because, you know, like, we don't got time for Satan. So anyway, I actually don't want to talk about her music. I would actually really like to talk about this interview that I came across that she had with Vanity Fair. She has been doing this same interview for the last 2 years, now 3, and I watched all 24 minutes of it and was really moved. So in this interview, Billie's just kind of like reflecting on the last 2/3 years of her life and how big she has become and all the changes that have been made in her life. And here's the thing. Billie is 17 years old. And literally everyone wants to hear anything and everything that she has to say. Like, she might be young, but people think that she's worth listening to. For the longest time, I thought that young people, especially in the church, had like no voice. And watching this interview made me pause for a minute and think about all the ways that that really couldn't be further from the truth. If I want to continue to be heard, if I want to continue to feel like I have a voice in this world, then I have to make sure that the things that I say from here on out and the things that I do are worth listening to and watching and taking note of. And I think Billie has kind of come to a point in her career where she's kind of realized the same thing. And the way she goes about it is really actually kind of unique. And she talks about this in the interview. And she says that these past 3 years, despite all of the fame that she's acquired, despite how famous she is, her fan base, whatever it might be, like, she just recently gained her confidence. It makes me realize that maybe the reason that I thought that I was so underestimated for such a long time, or that like the youth in general were so underestimated for such a long time, is because I underestimated myself and I lacked in my own confidence. And it was something, and still something, that I have to constantly strive to acquire. So I'm not trying to like talk to you. I mean, I am trying. You know what? I am trying to talk to you. Like, you have a voice in this world. I have a voice in this world. And it doesn't matter if people tell us night and day that you're talented, that you have these gifts, that you can contribute something to the world if you make yourself, or whatever it might be. Like, it all means nothing if we don't believe it ourselves. And so it's like, okay, great. Well, Ashley, how do I get there? Well, you know, I'm trying to figure that out myself, but I can tell you a few things that have been huge for me, and that's just first and foremost coming to know who I am as God's beloved, who I am as Ashley in light of Him. And so that comes obviously with just a massive amount of prayer. If you want people to look at you and see you, then you have to invest in yourself first. You have to spend time with yourself. You have to get to know yourself, because you can't share yourself with others if you don't know who you are. Last but, you know, not least, the lives of the saints. If that's not an inspiration, then I mean, I don't know, like, what is. If we're striving for holiness, like, we should be looking at the lives of the saints, like Saint Maria Goretti, Saint Joan of Arc, who God called to lead an entire army, Saint Dominic Savio, our Blessed Mother, who was called to carry God at 14 or 15. The list just goes on. I would just encourage y'all to continue to find your voice, to be who you are, and be who you are well. From one striving saint to another, I wish y'all a very happy, continuous Advent season, and I will see y'all very, very soon. Bye!